Hello there, thank you for joining me for today's practice. My name's Paula. So today is a prenatal yoga sequence and it's really great for circulation, maybe just a bit of water retention. If you're feeling like you're getting swollen feet, this could be a great sequence for that, as well as just, a general sequence that's quite nice to just do. You will need a chair. If you don't have a chair, you could use a couch. It has to be kind of quite firm. It's really important with your chair that it's not going to slip around. So if you feel like that's going to happen, then set yourself up so the chair is leaning against the wall. So it's not going to move around when you put a little bit of weight onto it. And then have yourself some blankets or some cushions set up right next to your chair so that when we come down onto the ground, we're going to lie down on our back and place our legs up on the chair. And so we're going to set a cushion up underneath us just to elevate our hips a little bit, which just kind of alleviates just too much pressure onto the lower back. If you're in your very later stages of your third trimester, for some people even kind of coming to the third trimester, you might not want to lie on your back. So just to let you know, if that feels like it's too uncomfortable, then you might not want to do this sequence, or you could do it just sitting up. You could do the leg work that we're going to do just in a seated position, like you sit on your chair, okay? So let's make a start. We're going to bring our hands onto the chair. And we want to set up the heels underneath the sitting bones, shoulders away from the ears. For some of us, this is going to be plenty and you can just stay here. You're thinking about the spine being long, crown of the head reaching forward. If you feel like you have a bit more space, then you can step away and find that long position through the spine. And thinking about this being a down-facing dog, but on your chair. Feet as wide as they need to be to make your belly comfortable and give yourself enough space. Feet parallel. And starting to bring the attention to the breathing. Thinking about the sitting bones reaching back as the crown of the head reaches forward. Make sure you're not locking out through the knees, so this is not jamming the back of the knees, you're just drawing those quadriceps up a little bit. Just slowly starting to lengthen out the breathing, slowing down the inhale and slowing down the exhale. And if you've got your arms long, then think about those armpits wrapping in to face one another. Base of the shoulders away from the ears. And then let's take a bend through the knees tracking towards that second toe, and then stretch. We're going to bend and stretch and just keep going, just taking a little bend. Easy breathing. Last one. And now let's alternate bending the knees. We're going to bend the right knee, reach the left sitting bone back. Bend the left knee and reach the right sitting bone back. Bend the right, reach the left hip back, and the left and the right hip back. Let's continue here. Finishing off the left side, coming back to center. Soften both knees and then extend through the spine. So a little cat-cow here. And lift the sternum out, lift the eyes. Take an inhale as you exhale. Straighten through the legs, draw the belly button in, tucking the chin in. And then again, inhaling, sternum reaching forward, looking up. And then exhale, Z curve the spine, tucking the chin in. And again, one more time, inhale. And exhale. And coming back to your neutral spine. If you're in your longer position, let's all come up so we can have the wrists underneath the shoulders. And then place the left hand palm flat down, keep the knees slightly bent, and we're going to bend actually, so we're going to bend into this left leg, straighten the right leg, reach the right arm up, inhale, and then exhale, swap it around, right palm down, bend into the right knee, straight into the left leg, take the left arm up, inhale, exhale, bring it down, swapping it around, bend into the left leg, reach the right arm up, inhaling, and exhaling, bend the right knee, reach that left arm up, and left hand down, one more time, inhaling, and then exhaling, placing the palms back down, holding firmly onto the sides of the chair. We're going to step the right foot just to the outside of that front foot of the chair, and then step that left leg back. So we're coming into a supported lunge position here, shoulders away from the ears, looking forward, reach that left heel back, take an inhale. As you exhale, step the left foot forward to the outside of that left front foot and step the right foot back. Shoulders away from the ears, looking forward, reach that right heel back. And then swapping it over. Right foot steps forward, left foot back. Take an inhale. If you can, we're going to move through a few times. Left foot back, right, left foot forward, right foot back. Inhale, exhale, right foot forward, left foot back. Inhaling, exhale, left foot forward, right foot back. Inhale, and right foot, left foot back. And left foot, right foot back. We're just going to go 4 more times. Keep the breath nice and open, inhaling as you extend back. Exhale as you're transitioning. Last 2. And last 1. Step the right foot forward, left foot back. Take a moment, make sure you're not too far back. Come up onto the fingertips. If you can, hands off the chair, palms of hands coming together. If you're still okay here, take those arms up alongside the ears. Steady gaze with the eyes. Slow down your breathing. Maybe bending a little bit deep in this front leg if you've got space. Option here to circle those arms back. Interlace the fingers behind the back. If you need to keep your wrists apart, feel free. If you can, maybe the wrists are coming together. A little bit of a wriggle to press those arms away from you. Take 1 more full breath. Maybe lift the sternum, lifting the eyes. And then releasing those hands. Bring the hands down onto the chair, swapping it around. Left foot forward, right foot back. Come up onto the fingertips. Maybe releasing those hands. Palms into your prayer in front of the chest. And if you've got your balance, take those arms up. Reaching up through both sides of the waist. If you've got a bit of space, bending a little bit deep in this front leg. Take an inhale. As you exhale, circle those arms back behind you. Option to interlace through the hands here. Maybe taking those wrists apart or palms together. And if you've got a little bit more space, arms a bit away from the back. Sternum might lift, eyes might lift. 1 more full breath. And then gently release those hands. Hands coming onto the chair. Stepping that right foot forward. We're going to come down onto the knees. Taking a very supported child's pose position here. So big toes together, knees nice and wide, sitting back onto the heels. You want to be close enough to the chair so you can just pop your forearms down or just pop your forehead down. Let's take it just resting here. Just encouraging the breathing to slow down. Just noticing how the heart rate's been up and now it's starting to come back down. Just 3 more full breaths here. And then starting to come back up to a seated position. I'm going to bring the knees towards one another so you can sit over to one side. And so we're going to transition to lie on the back and pop the legs up onto the chair. Make sure you have got your cushions close by. What we want to do is get our bottom as close to the bottom of the chair or your couch as possible. And then lie on your left side. So if you're in your earlier stages of the pregnancy, it won't be too bad. But if you're a bit later, you want to make sure you really lie on your left side and then roll onto your back. Just being nice and safe. And then placing the right leg up or the left leg up, whichever side you've rolled onto. Make sure that your bottom's underneath your knees. And then you could just lift your hips up, grab one of your cushions or your blanket, and sit the hips back down. If you feel like you need a second one, please feel free to get another cushion or pillow. Let's take a few moments just lying here, palms facing up, close down the eyes. A sense of letting the upper body and the torso relax down to the ground. And then let's open the eyes and let's extend this right leg up towards the ceiling, starting off by just flexing the foot towards the face, toes towards the face, and taking an inhale as you exhale, pointing through the foot, and then inhale to flex. Exhale to point. Inhale to flex and exhale to point. And again. And you can keep it with the breathing or you can just let it move through just a few more times, just at your own rhythm that's feeling good for you. And then let's take it into some ankle circles the next time it comes into a flex, just in one direction. Changing the direction. And then let's just release that all the way down. Let's take a moment, let both sides of the pelvis just settle back down. And then let's swap it over. Take that left leg up towards the ceiling, flexing the toes towards the face. Taking an inhale, as you exhale, point, and inhale to flex. Exhale, point, and inhale to flex. And again. And either staying with the breath in terms of the rhythm or just starting to move through a few more times. And then starting to take it into some ankle circles in one direction. And changing the direction when you're ready. And let's finish that off. Placing that left leg down. Just take a moment. And then if you can, we're going to do both legs at the same time. One leg up and then the other leg up. If that's too much, then just do one leg up at a time again. And we're going to start by flexing the feet. Inhale as you exhale to point. Inhale to flex and exhale to point. Inhale to flex, exhale to point. We're going to take a little bend, inhale to flex, and then exhale to point. Inhale to bend, and exhale to point. One more time, inhale, bend, exhale, point, and then let's take some ankle circles, just bringing the feet inwards. And if you need to keep your knees slightly bent, that's absolutely fine. And then changing the direction. Open breathing. And then let's release that down. Just allow yourself to settle back, closing down the eyes. We're going to rest in our Shavasana here. If this does not feel comfortable for you to be on your back anymore, then please feel free to just come over to the left-hand side with your legs, come to a seated position, and then lie back into your Shavasana on your left side. Otherwise, just staying here. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose and then out through the mouth. 2 more times like that. Deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Last one. Inhaling and exhaling. Just allowing the breathing to settle back into its natural rhythm. Just keeping a very light attention at the tip of the nose, the breathing coming in and out. Noticing with each exhale if there's anything you can let go of. Last few moments here. If you feel comfortable to do so, you want to stay here, then please feel free to stay as long as you need to. And if you're going to start to make your way out, you're starting to bring the feet onto your chair. We're going to roll over to the left-hand side. So bring your left leg down and your right leg down. You're using your left arm to support you. Right hand comes down and then using that to come up to a seated position. Making your way just back to your mat for a moment. We'll just take a very short seat to finish off. If you do want your cushions, then feel free to have your cushion underneath you, crossing your legs, hands resting down onto the thighs and the knees, eyes closed. Just continuing to gently follow the breathing in and out through the nose. Feeling the sitting bones grounding down and picturing the length of the entire spinal column. All the way from the base. Energy up and out through the crown of the head. Just allowing the face to be soft, the shoulders soft. So acknowledging the time you've taken to take care of yourself today. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'll see you next time. Namaste.